Hi, my name's Ryan Whittingham, and I'm one of the co-founders and co-directors of Let's Make Films CIC.
Hi, I'm Maddie. I'm one of the directors of LMF. I'm from Liverpool. I'm 21.
Let's Make Films, also known as LMF, is a community interest company, so we're a CIC, and we focus on the community of filmmakers and creatives in Liverpool. So our aim is to broaden the horizon on people having opportunities to go out there and make films. So we do a lot of events such as development sessions, workshops, and one of our main events that we love doing is the creative mixers, where we bring the community of Liverpool together to network, communicate, make friends, make friendships, and go on to make films together, learn together, and just really grow together as a community in Liverpool. We're very proud of the city, the people here. I'm a Wall, but I like to think as an honorary Scouser. So I love Liverpool, I love the people here, and we just want to keep building this community to develop themselves and do it with the community and not do it on their own.
Absolutely. Yeah, I think it's really important as well, because me specifically, like that's how I got into film, was found this dingy little community. It was really small at that point, just in Toxteth. I was about 15, 16, and there wasn't really much like that. No groups for young people who don't have much money to kind of get into the scene. And that's what we try and promote.
Absolutely.
That's what we push.
Absolutely.
Yeah, that's what
we want this to be a start of your career.
Yeah.
If you don't know anything or if you don't know anyone, you come to LMF. A lot of people don't know anything and don't know where to start. So we want to be that pool where you've just come from somewhere down south, or you come to university here, or you want to move to Liverpool and get your career started. We want people to start with LMF. We want people to know about the area, the community, what's available, and how they can develop their skill sets. Prior to filmmaking, I wanted to actually be a football coach. I loved football. I still do love football now, just as a neutral, but I really wanted to go around the world and coach young kids. And then I think it was, oh God, I feel ancient now, going back 10, 12 years ago, I pulled my hamstring. So I had been bedbound for a bit, and I just started watching films and TV a lot. And I was like, oh, okay, because I wasn't really watching stuff back then. I just kind of watched what your dad would have on, like ITV and stuff. So I discovered shows like Breaking Bad and Dexter. I was like, well, this is really cool. And then I started discovering really interesting filmmakers. At the time, it was like Scorsese and stuff. I was like, I didn't know cinema could be this. I wasn't being exposed to like all these different mediums of cinema. So once I started getting exposed, I just instantly fell in love with it. From that, I left the football course, went to college, and then I went to Bournemouth University to study screenwriting. And from there, that's where I just absolutely fell in love with writing. That's where I met Joe, co-founder and co-director. We met at Bournemouth University on the screenwriting course. That course doesn't exist anymore, which is a massive issue in terms of just the medium itself and how, you know, the arts sector isn't being respected enough, because I learned so much there. But it really got me started understanding the importance of people and individuals. But with each film and everything that we were doing together, it just became more and more apparent how much I love working with people, opposed to the film making and the writing itself. I love that, but just working with individuals, getting to watch the camera guys and the boom operators and all these like magicians, to me, just do these really cool, interesting things. And that was sort of a gateway that I didn't realize at the time that would lead to LMF becoming what it was, and focusing on community and focusing on all these new areas and these cool things that you could be doing. And for example, we're working with a stop motion Lego animator soon. It's a bit of a spoiler there, but that's an exciting workshop we're going to be doing soon. And I'd love for people to see this and go, oh, that's what I really want to do. I really want to explore this avenue. So just discovering that as I was going along sort of birthed LMF, but it was just falling in love with the different mediums and the different arts and what filmmaking can be and what storytelling and art can be.
So I started in makeup, actually. I wanted to be a special effects makeup artist. I had no idea how to get into it. I used to go to Smithy's and buy like liquid latex and just try my very best and pray to God to make something. And yeah, so that's what it was. And I was in high school at this point, and my drama teacher, she came up to me and she saw this like cut out of a newspaper for a film club in Toxteth, the one I referenced earlier. And I was like, film, like weird. I mean, yeah, I guess they go hand in hand. Didn't really think that far into it. I was like 14. So I went and I just absolutely fell in love with everything else besides makeup. Like I was like, I do not care about makeup. Get me on sets, like I want to do anything. I want to write, I want to direct, I want to be on a set, I want to do anything to do with that. And so yeah, still love makeup. It was definitely what got me in this industry, so I'll always love it.
I built LMF because of the same reason we talk about community filmmaking. I saw that people were making films but didn't know how to get started, or didn't have the opportunities, or just didn't know where to go. So I started LMF, to make films, which is going to be another production company where we put all our films under. But I wanted to get people who weren't making films or didn't have chance to make films come on board our film sets. Really cheap films we were making. We were making films on our iPhones originally. We were just going out there onto Sefton Park and stuff like that. We were just having fun making
Experimenting.
films, experimenting,
A lot, yeah.
shooting an iPhone and just learning. And we
Yeah.
made a couple of films. We had a lot of fun with it. And then we made my last film. We brought on a couple of trainees, and that was essentially the birth of what Let's Make Films is now. And it was a stressful day, so
Yeah,
we got
it
to learn like what it really is to make a film. It's a lot of fun, but when you're up against the clock and the sun's coming down, you've got to get that last shot. It's stressful, but they learned so much, and we had so much fun teaching them. And that's sort of how we decided, actually, instead of being a production company that makes films, we want to be a CIC that helps build a community of filmmakers. We want it to be a career still. We don't want this to be a, should you go into filmmaking, should you not? We want people who come here, we want them to believe that they can go out and make films, that they can do it together.
Such a
that
hard
there is
thing
a
to
chance.
believe though as well, isn't it? Because yeah, once again, there's like no opportunities. And like you said earlier, I think being on set last year for Why, your last film, it did really reignite like why we do this, I think, because it was like, the first time that we've brought trainees on. It was just such a wonderful experience, and it told us that we could do it as well.
Ask me then.
Ask you what?
Ask me who I am.
No,
Why?
I don't want to.
Why?
I don't need to know.
Why?
Without these communities and without these hubs and without these amazing like LA productions, what you guys do, what you guys make happen, the arts is looking at a very sort of dark tunnel that it's going to go down. It's quite scary because there's a lot of big changes happening, and a lot of people think like filmmaking and TV and art is content, and it's not, and it needs to sort of be buried quickly as possible. So it's massively important that these hubs, these communities, these departments, these production companies are celebrated and talked about, and people realize there's so many different avenues. I think that's another thing as well. There's so many different avenues to get into the filmmaking industry and to meet your communities and to grow and create together. That more exposure to them and finding out more about them and knowing they exist can change your life. So every month we hold our creative mixes. They happen at the Picture House building in the bar, and they happen every third Wednesday of the month. This is a great space to just understand your network and understand your community and sort of see what's out there. It's a growing mixer, which we're really happy about, because more and more individuals are coming along, which means more opportunities to create, meet, communicate, and develop projects. We just want people to feel like they're part of something. Do DIY challenges as well. So as part of the short film entry, you could also, for free, get people together, make a 5-minute short based on whatever challenge we do. And then if you win, you get to see it on the big screen. I will note as well that the one that we're doing right now is guerrilla filmmaking. So it's about the opposite of guerrilla filmmaking. It's about getting your permits, doing filmmaking safely, making sure you get all the applications, you're following the rules to make a really good film. And the winner of that challenge will win a free copy of Final Draft this time around. So we're looking at more sponsors, we're looking at more partnerships so people can get involved and gain something out of it. The Sandbox Showcase is ultimately the end of what I'd like to say the LMF journey, when you get to see your work on the big screen. You get to celebrate with the amazing Liverpool community of filmmakers and creatives, and you get to just have a night, watch some amazing work and feel like, I want to work with these individuals. I want to go out there and make a project with these people, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah.
And that's another thing, this cinema is so important to the city. Fact itself, the building and the Picture House cinema is so important because it celebrates all cinema. That's why we do it here, because it really embodies what cinema is about.
LMF was born in this building. Literally all of
Born
our
in this
best
building.
ideas have occurred in this building. Like,
Yeah.
it's such an inspiring place.
Your community
Yeah.
is the most important thing in the world. Probably hear it everywhere. You hear about, you can't do this on your own. You should go out there and find people. But when we sort of delved into the community a bit more and got to know Liverpool, our horizons broadened so much. And we encourage people to, get to know just at least one person in the community and let that network grow. Your network is so important to your career development because you're looking after each other. And Liverpool is becoming a thriving city for filmmaking. And it's from a larger film scale now with TV and more productions coming here.
I completely agree. I think you've just got to get stuck in, and you need to have fun with it as well. If you don't have fun with it, you're not not that you're not going to succeed if you don't have fun with it, but you'll lose all the passion for it, and then maybe you actually won't succeed because it's all about passion, in my opinion. But yeah, just find someone else that loves to do film and just do it together, and then see where it goes, and then outreach, network, come to these kind of things like the mixes that we hold, make crap films in your bedroom, like just try, get stuck in. That's how I started, and that's how you started as well.
And we started just
Being
making
silly, having
films.
fun with it, yeah.
Like, if anything, come to our
Come
mixes.
to the mixes, for sure.
Come and meet the LMF
Yeah.
team. They're a wonderful bunch and they make you feel so welcome. And then the people in the room are amazing. I know Jack himself over here comes along to a few of them, and he's a fantastic filmmaker and just a fantastic person. And these are the kind of people we want, people who come along to meet. We want them to go, so these individuals are here making these films. These are the people that are creating things. And it's such an inspirational bunch.
It is.
Every
yeah.
time I go into them, I'm like, these people are so cool. Like, I always feel like this old dad.
We
just
learn
like,
a lot.
Wow.
Yeah, we learn so much. And I think it's also important to preface that you don't have to have any kind of history in film at all to come to the mixes. If it piques your interest and you think that it could be something that you're into in the future, come. Like, there's no restrictions. If you do come alone, which it's a lot of people's worries, it's very nervous, obviously, there's quite a few people in the bar, but we kind of try and monitor that the best that we can and make sure that anyone that comes alone will be supported, and we can put you in connection with some people.
I think I just want to thank the community. So any individuals who do watch this, that come along to our things, thank you. Thank you for being part of it. Thank you for making it happen, because without the community,
We're nothing.
we don't exist. We're just a bunch of people trying to
Trying our best.
figure things out. So I just want to thank everyone who comes along, and we just want to make Liverpool a thriving city for filmmaking and creatives.